everyone, this is Laura and welcome to Intuitive Dreams. This week we got Archangel Haniel, and if you follow me on TikTok, I already put a message out there. She wanted me to channel some information before I got into doing all the spreads and that. So I'm going to go ahead and share this on here with you guys as well. And so we're going to have the colors that they're going to bring in our protective light shield for the week, our theme for the week, beginning, middle, and end, and then we'll have a affirmation from the archangels as well. So everything else I pretty much kind of shuffled and I always pre-do things because I feel like it's important to set the stage for success. Plus, I like to plan, okay? Alrighty, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and close our eyes. We're going to do the prayer first, getting Haniel's energy in. So we're calling in the guardian angels now. Asking them to place us in a protective shield of purple and pink light. And those are the colors that Haniel picked. And we're calling in Archangel Haniel now. She's bringing her light in. She said, focus on my name. Bring me in throughout the week. Now, she's saying that I want you to know that things will get better. Like her main message is things have to fall apart before they fall into place. It's like, think of it like the pieces of the puzzle are breaking up because they no longer fit in your life. And now later on, as you purge and cleanse and clear yourself and work through things, along with the planetary shifts happening, the pieces, brand new pieces, fit in. If anything is taken out of your life, she said, it's going to be put back in. Okay, so now they're programming this light with what we need for the upcoming week. So she said, it's your time right now. You can pause this recording and say any prayers, anything that's troubling you in your life, what you're looking for and what you need, and focus on her name while you're doing that, okay? And she's saying, I help everybody, and I want everyone to know that we are coming here and making our presence known and more stronger through all these different people that are channeling us because it's needed right now, okay? And so, thank you, Haniel, for blessing and programming our energy, cleansing us, clearing us, balancing, aligning, healing, ensuring everything is flowing in the right direction. I'm receiving these changes, these energetic shifts now. Haniel said she's putting a blessing in to help us to adjust to what's happening with the eclipse and other energy shifts, okay? So it won't be as harsh. And I'll give you an example from me. I had something where 3 things like just hit me all in one day. It was like bam, bam, bam. And I'm like, how worse could the day get? And then all of a sudden it hit me. Okay, I'm just going to chill out and allow things to unfold. I'm not going to resist it. And then what happened is those problems that came out, I got a better resolution, you know. Okay, so here's what Haniel put, and this is what I channeled first on TikTok. If you want to follow me on there, it's Intuitive Dreams by Laura. And there's lots of wonderful people on there that are doing similar things to me. I embrace and send love to everyone now. Connect with me this week. We all need to work together in a world that is full of discrepancy, dishonesty, and despondency. I volunteered to come and speak through Laura today to show that things will get better if you concentrate on what is going right. Many people and news agencies will want to keep you down or keep you in that fear consciousness. Stay in your own lane. Don't pay attention to the distractions. People are waking up to their true divine light and true divinity. Outside lower forces want people to be complacent and stay numb, unhappy, and depressed. Not aware of the bigger picture that is happening all around them. You can decide to heal and release all that is holding you back. And Haniel is saying that this is something that as the world shifts and grows, everybody is capable of doing this. It is hard, but the rewards are worth it. Lift each other up instead of fighting amongst yourselves. You are the light that can move mountains. The planetary shifts happening guide people to work through the shadow side and release and open to what has been repressed. Embrace your feelings and know that you are divinely perfect. And she said that everyone is divinely perfect in the angel's eyes, okay? And God's eyes, the universal source. Within, everything is calling for you to take charge of your change. Where is your life heading? Connect with your God light daily. So this is an exercise that she's giving to people to participate in. Sit in this daily just by saying, I am connecting to my own God light, my divine spark within. You can use this for any type of self-healing and manifestations by just connecting to it daily. Like, you don't need to do anything else or think about anything else. It already knows what you need and want. I'm sending all my love and blessings to you now, Haniel. Okay, so that is what she wanted to say to everyone. So let's go ahead and get to the colors and things like that. So she brought up the purple and pink light. Violet, create a balanced life. So she's saying that she wants people to really focus on being in alignment with their truth, that if you hear anything on the news, the media, and earlier today somebody sent me something about food processing plants getting burned and the lack of supply, which in one of my readings earlier, the angels have already talked about that. And what they said is, when those things happen, pray for divine justice, because sometimes it's people working together to disrupt things so there will be change. Okay, sometimes we could think it's negative. We could, oh my gosh, I gotta worry and all this. The angels are saying, use common sense. Don't get caught up in the fear. If you feel like you need to have resources and stuff for your home, go ahead and do that, okay? But also pray for divine justice. Send millions of angels to all the processing and food plants, whatever needs to happen, so that we can see what's really going on. Is some of the stuff being staged and to evoke fear from us? Or is there people that are starting another type of revolution to try and get us to eat more natural things? Now we have the pink light, let love in. So I had a dream with Archangel Michael, and I asked him about, like all this fear and all these different things happening. He said, always send the gold light of heaven to any problems. And, rather than complaining about it and getting angry and it just builds up and builds up, you're just allowing more of that same type of energy in. And it just keeps this fight going. Don't you get tired of the fight? And I'll give you guys an experience from my life. I like to watch things about history and that, so I watch about Egyptian stuff, Vikings, all that. I watch all those history shows, those period piece stuff, as well as sci-fi. But I watched this movie, it was a Vikings movie that was out in the theaters recently, and oh my gosh, was it so brutal. I was like this, oh my gosh, dang, whoa, did I just see that? But the main thing that kept coming up is, I'm getting revenge because of what you did to me. And something in me kind of clicked, and I was like, that's all it ever is people trying to get at each other or hurt each other, or revenge. It never gets resolved fully. There's always going to be somebody else trying to get back at you for what you did to them. So that was something that was brought out by this gruesome movie. It was a good movie, but I was like, oh my gosh, I could do without some of that violence. But you know, sometimes we need to see these different things, so then it gets the hamster wheels turning, and we realize, okay, well, you know what parts of my life do I keep reliving? What is there a story of revenge where I have to get back at someone because they did this to me? And it made me just kind of release. And that's where that gold light from heaven comes in, where Michael's saying, send that light to the person. And he said, you don't have to be special or different to do this. Just focus on it and send that light. Just visualize it's going there. And if you're not trying to control or manipulate anyone, you're putting that energy around the situation so that it can heal in a safe and healthy way. Now, let's go to our affirmation. So I have the Archangel prayers, as I showed you guys before. Now, this one I did not pre-shuffle, so I'm just going to ask, what does Archangel Haniel and the angels want people to focus on? What is our affirmation? One from the bottom, and it says, Archangel Chamuel, thank you for guiding my path by keeping me organized and receptive to the changes occurring in life. So our overall theme, it feels like it's going to be about changes, whether we like it or not. You know, people want to keep going back to pre-pandemic, and I feel like we're never going to get there. It's just something that we have to roll with the punches, go with what's happening now. Help me to plan my life and follow through on my intuition. So like Haniel is saying, put me and Jophiel on the case if you want. Now let's go to our overall theme for the week. I'm going to be using the Crystal Spirits card. And for this one, we have the Carnelian crystal. So this one I'm not too familiar with, so I'm going to go ahead and give you a little bit of the meaning of this one. And I feel like this is a really good deck. I really resonated with the Crystal Spirit Oracle. It just kind of called to me, and I was like, ooh, I got to investigate this. And so for this one, this has to do with increasing confidence, dignity, poise, and self-assurance. Rising above the fray is much easier when you feel confidence in your strengths and know that the conscious universe is lighting the path for you. There's no shame in feeling unsure as you leave behind the unfamiliar. Okay? But the Carnelian spirit is here to help you grow your confidence so that you can experience dignity and poise even when it is clear that you are not in a good situation with that you're imperfect or you feel flawed, that you're able to just really come through. So I feel like with this one, I'm not familiar with this one, so you guys can go and investigate it in the stores, go to your local crystal shop, or if you have this, I feel like Haniel's saying connect with that and use that to connect with me so I can help you to feel like, you know what, I may feel unsure about what's happening inside of me, what's happening in the world, what's happening with our planet, but you know what, this is going to help me get connected with my deeper self, stay in touch with my God light, and Haniel is going to help guide me through the process. Okay, so let's go to the beginning of the week. We have the Panther Spirit, reclaim your power, and the Owl Spirit, you see clearly now. So for the Panther Spirit, I feel like these spirit animals are key for this upcoming week. So more so, they're telling me that the owl is going to be more observant and helping and following you through, and that the panther is going to be more stealthy. It may be that you're going to be using a balance of your emotions and your intellect for this upcoming week. I do feel like there may be an opportunity for epiphanies and people just observing the actions of others, like the owl, just watching and observing. And then the panther's going to help with them on taking action. Well, what should I do in regards to this situation that has unfolded for me? Okay, and then in the middle of the week, we have the wombat spirit, be at home. So I think we might have gotten this card before, but this is about feeling at home and no matter what you're doing, and also within. But when I pulled it, it was reversed. So it was in the protection mode. And what they're giving me with it being reversed is maybe you may feel uncomfortable. Maybe you may feel like you're a fish out of water, but what I get is stay true to yourself, use those grounding techniques. And what I'm getting also is other people may try to like pull the rug out from under you, you know, or there may be some situation that makes you really upset. What I get is go back to yourself. Don't sit there and obsess about the situation, problem solve it nonstop, overanalyze it. Take a break, okay? Stay close to your heart center. Be grounded in your heart center, okay? Now for the end of the week, we have the koi fish spirit. There is always enough. And again, when I pulled this one, I'm just showing you what the card looks like upright. But when I pulled it, it was in reverse. So there may be some fears again about our resources or the finances or jobs or things with family. There may be a lot of stuff that's just kind of up in the air. And what I get is stay in your truth and light. So that's where Haniel is saying, she's kind of bringing up the planetary shifts and different things happening for people to just work within, okay? She's saying you may be tempted to just be on the internet all the time. Oh, wow, this is happening, that's happening. Oh my gosh, this, that, and the other. Stay within, okay? She's saying, I want to help you to really understand what feels right for you this week. Okay, because she's showing me question marks around people's heads and confusion. And then I think I did pull a self-care card. It's time to give. And I'm going to take my glasses off for that because it's hard for me to read the meaning of this. It is time to treat yourself and others to something magical and fantastical. What the treat consists of is not as important as the spirit in which it was enjoyed. When thinking of the perfect something, reflect on how it would make you feel. Does it connect you to feelings of wonder and joy? If so, you've got a winner. Now, so I feel like, again, they're telling me that you may feel a little bit out of sorts with different things. Like you may feel overwhelmed, or like things may pile up a little bit. But what I get is that there's going to be some people who hear this reading that they're going to really fit in with that. And then other people, because they've been doing their spiritual work all along, they may be more smooth sailing. So if that hits you more, then this is where you want to head, okay? But I feel like this message is for everyone. Okay, guys? And with that, I'm going to go ahead and stop here. Take care, and let's have a balanced, stress-free, relaxed week.